Here in East Los Angeles, California, at the Capetillo Boxing Academy, catching up with Coach Javier Capetillo Jr. Javier, you have Flavio Rodriguez, some of your guys, Luke Santamaria, Luis Bello, Carlitos Maldonado, and Hector Camacho Jr. is training for his fight against Stuart McClellan in Canada. How's everything going?
And also Chuy Jesus, he's a kid that we have from Culiacan, Sinaloa.
What's his name?
I forgot his full name, but he's a great prospect. He's got a hell of a liver shot, beautiful body shot.
Is he the one you were talking to while he was shadow boxing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chuyito.
What's his record as an amateur fighter?
You know what? He's a pro already. I believe he's got 6 fights. I know he's got 6 fights. I don't know exactly the outcome, but he's training hard. He's training hard. So he's got a lot of future. You know, it's just one of those kids that no ha estado entrenando muy bien antes y que ahorita le está echando muchas ganas. So he's a big, him and Flavio, you know, they're trying.
Flavio Rodriguez is trying to make a comeback after his first professional loss to Kevin Johnson back in April.
Correct.
He's trying to shade those pounds. How do you see Flavio with his mindset trying to make a comeback?
He's happy.
Yes.
He's happy. He looks happy, which is, you know, the first thing that's important is for your fighters to be happy in a good environment. And he's happy. He's you know, he's got a ways to go. He's got to lose the weight. And I think, you know, there's no secret. Everyone that knows Flavio knows that he's a very, very talented kid. And you know, I mean, he's training hard. He's you know, getting things done. It's always a mission with him. We're on him, but you know, he's working, and that's the most important.
Do you think that he had a good preparation, regardless of the outcome of his last fight when he lost to Kevin Johnson, a majority decision? He said the head was affected, his performance that night.
Well, I can't blame. I mean, I don't think it was the preparation. I think he knows that if he's not in the weight where he's supposed to be, he's not gonna, you know, he's not ready. But you know, as a coach, sometimes you know, you only could do so much. The fighter has to put the other part too. You know, I could never blame any coach and say it's his fault only. You know, it takes 2 to tango. You know, the fighter has to do his part as well as the coach. So for me to say that was the reason, no, you know, I think he could have been in better shape, but I also think I put a lot of the blame on him as well. You know, I don't blame coaches and stuff like that, and not only fighters either. Of course, you know, as a coach, you got to push them. Tell them, hey, you get your ass out there, go run, do the road work. A lot of times it's easier to just stay in bed. It was more comfortable. Shit, yes. I don't want to get up in the morning and go just watch them. I don't even run.
Right.
I'm just watching, but still, you know. But you gotta show them that you're there, and that'll push and motivate them to want to be there too.
Going forward, what would be his improvements for his upcoming fight if he were to fight in a couple of months?
Yeah, it'll be a few months, because that's what we talked about. First, we got to get in weight. We don't like to fight nobody that's not ready.
At 147 or 154?
Yeah, 147, and ultimately, if it's possible, 140. Why not? You know, He's got to work hard. He's got to work hard. But first things first, 147, I think is what we're gonna go for. And then you know, he's getting good sparring with Luke and with Bello, so the sparring is great for him. And you know, he's fast. He's just fast. He's got a lot of, like I said, he's very talented.
The son of the legend, Hector Camacho Jr. is training with you guys. He was supposed to fight on September 8th. The fight got postponed. You're telling me that the fight was scheduled for September 29th. Now you guys don't have a date. What are the updates on his fight with Stuart
Well, what's going on right now, it's the promoter in Canada, I guess in Canada, which I've never gone through that in Canada. I haven't had nobody fight in Canada, but we had to get a letter of good standing with the Commission of California to send to Canada, but not just us, a lot of the fighters that are going to fight in that card. Yes. So I guess that's one of the reasons that he's saying that it got postponed and things got tied up. His money's tied up, I believe, so he's waiting for the money to get untied. And you know, our thing is this: if it's gonna happen and the man is serious about it, you know, he's gonna send the contract and the training expenses ahead of time. Then we'll go ahead and go forward with that. Other than that, I mean, everyone could tell me and promise you a lot of good things, but nothing set in stone.
Plus, he's been in training camp for the last 6 weeks, so he doesn't want all that time to go to waste.
Right. So, but for us with Hector, we're good. We're okay. You know, as long as the guy seems that he's trying, he really wants to make that fight happen in Canada. So we're working with him. We're gonna, you know, give him the benefit of the doubt and go with him and see what's going on. Hector did all his medicals. He's cleared by the state of California. He's 100%. He's licensed to fight right now if he had to here in California.
Okay.
So we did, and he came out of his pocket to do all his medicals. So it's 100% done. The letter was sent to Canada. Commission in Canada already cleared him. So now by September 7th, we're supposed to get an exact date and a date and hopefully that advance, you know, the training expenses.
Do you know if the promoter is actually doing any promoting this event, this card in Canada?
Well, that's what he's trying to do. I believe that's another reason why the day was moved, because he says he needs more time to promote the fight, at least 2 months. So like I said, you know, give him the benefit of the doubt and we'll go with that. We'll see, you know, hopefully October, November, you know.
I was talking to Luis Bello, Javier. He said there's some plans about him fighting on September 30th on the John Molina versus Victor Ortiz card at the Citizens Business Arena card. What can you tell us about that?
No, I think that if he's here 100% training, then yeah. You know, I don't hide nothing from nobody. If my guys don't come, they don't show up, you're not gonna fight.
How do you see him about a month away from September 30th?
I think if he's here every day, I've had a few incidents with him that he's missed a couple of days, and you know how I am about that.
Yes.
It's happened with other fighters that are no longer with us. You know, if they're missing a lot, I don't like that because I don't want to go lose.
Right.
You know, losing becomes a habit as well.
Yes.
Winning becomes a habit, losing becomes a habit.
Yes.
I don't care if they rob me or they rob us the fight, but if we lose because we weren't ready, that looks really bad, you know? So if I'm gonna put our name behind it and we're gonna be with him 100%, he's gotta show 100%.
Right.
That's all I ask for from every of our fighters, any of our fighters. I don't care who it is, from the littlest guy to the biggest. Just show up. We're gonna work hard with you, but you gotta be there too. So when we say, hey, he's ready, he's ready.
Carlitos Maldonado.
Carlitos, we're thinking ending of October, beginning of November, he'll fight. We don't have a fight yet, but there's, you know, people always coming with fights. It's just a matter of us taking the fight.
And the California fans are expecting the big return of Luke Santamaria.
Luke Santamaria, well, as you know, we've had a couple of issues with just his former manager.
Yes.
That, you know, so we're not gonna fight here in California until after March 23rd.
Okay.
After that thing's done with everything.
March of next year?
This next year coming up. You know,
so you
he
got
might
about
fight,
6 more months.
Right, he fights September 8th in Tijuana.
Okay.
So he's still fighting. That kid's still active. And, you know, everyone that knows Luke knows that soon you guys are gonna, you know, Garden Grove, soon we'll have a champion of the world in that kid, if things continue the way they are. And, you know, right now we're going through obstacles. We're having, like a lot of great fighters have had. You know, great stories don't come easy, but I promise you that kid will be a champion.
I've had some top prospects, like Arnold Barbosa Jr. telling me, giving props to Luke Santamaria, telling me that kid's got talent. All he needs is just more exposure here in LA, in Los Angeles, and everyone will know who Luke Santamaria is. That's what he's told me.
Yeah, and Barbosa's a great fighter, you know that. I mean, imagine coming from a guy like that. And you got to remember, Luke's 20 years old. He's going to be 21 December 8th. So, like I said, he's a great kid. He's well-rounded, humble, dedicated. If I tell him do 20 rounds of this, he's gonna do them. He's not gonna complain or anything, you know. And that's kind of the motto we want here. Kids like that, guys like that, and they are. You know, all the guys are. Like I say, I'll have my issues with certain one of my fighters. Like maybe, you know, Bello didn't come a couple of days. That's enough for us to get mad. You know. But they know that we do it for their own good. You know, it's a sport that you're risking your life out there. So we want them 100%. You know, that's what we'll have issues. Or Hector the other day twisted his ankle a little. We're like, hey, nah, don't give me that. or you know, Flavio, we know, you know, he likes to stack up a little. He's a jokester, but the kid's working. You know, they're all working. Today Bello came spar. You know, he did his 6 rounds. He did strong. He did pretty good. And you know, they're sparring hard. They're not even though they're friends. They push each other hard. You know, they're not throwing soft punches. Those guys, and then that's what I tell them. You guys, that's the only way you guys are gonna advance. Is trying to. You want to help your friend, hurt him, because then you'll teach him not to drop the hand right there. You know, and that's why when they go, like, you know, Luke, like you said, Luke sparred with Ugas. With, you know, a lot of fighters, a lot of great fighters. Well. With a lot of guys. The Russians kids coming from Oxnard, Russian kid coming from Norwalk, I think, somewhere out there. Mamba brings them, and they like sparring with Luke because they get the best sparring there is. You know, he sparred with Chris Van Haren, the one that's in the wild card West. He was supposed to fight, and he's in that
Maria
tournament. That guy from South Africa, welterweight, left-handed.
I forgot his
He
name.
fought Errol Spence Jr.
Okay, all right.
with him. Luke sparred with him.
Okay.
And he gave him props,
Indongo, Julius Indongo.
No. He's a welterweight.
Oh, welterweight.
Left-handed.
Okay.
Welterweight with Luke.
All right.
Chris Van Haren.
Oh, but you're right. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
great guy. I mean, great, strong guy. And he told Luke, hey, good job.
Chris Van Heerden, yes.
Van Heerden, yeah.
There you go.
And he gave Luke a lot of props, and and all of our guys. I mean,
Right.
Bello too. Bello was sparring with that kid from Oxnard, supposed to fight that left-handed DeMarco.
Yes, Antonio. Right.
DeMarco,
Yes.
he's fighting him, and Bello was the one sparring with him.
Okay. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your time, Javier, for giving us your updates on your fighters. Luis Bello, Carlos Maldonado, Luke Santamaria, Flavio Rodriguez, and Hector Camacho Jr. expecting to fight sometime in late September or October. Right?
Yeah, correct. And thank you to all the fans out there that still support us. Always have our back. And I promise you guys soon, the Capetillo
world
family
champion.
will have a lot of good talent coming out there.
Thank you for your time, Javier. I know you want to go home and spend some time with your family. Thank you.
Okay.